Yeah, so the folks that made it on the call last week, during the meditation, I was leading us into a kind of the start of like this mindful walk that brought us to our sit spot. And that's kind of where we're going to focus for this practice, is just in that walk. And yeah, so I'm going to demonstrate a little bit about what I mean in the way that we walk on the land. But the idea is, you know, if we're trying to, like, especially if it's a place that we keep coming to and we want to have this relationship with the land where, you know, we're not scaring all the wildlife away. So part of that practice in itself is just walking quietly. And, you know, like rabbits can hear the vibration in the ground, or mice or whatever. They can feel that vibration every time we step down. So part of it is just having that practice of trying to slow down how we move, and how we impact our world. So kind of continuing with that theme on some level, like what is our relationship with ourselves and with this earth and how we're moving through it. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about, and keeping the eagle eye vision, which is basically, you know, you can look down at your feet, but the idea is that if you're looking straight forward, you can put out your arms. Here, I'll show you. But if you put out your arms and wiggle your fingers on both sides, they're straight out, like to a T here. And with my eyes straight forward, I should be able to see those wiggling fingers, and as well from above and below. So if we're keeping this wide-angle vision, we should be able to just walk and see where we're moving or how we're walking in the landscape without stumbling and getting hurt. So that's kind of the nature of how we'll be walking. But what I'm thinking about is also just this idea of allowing the land to call you wherever you need to go, and to consider that path that you take, that journey, part of the lesson. So, you know, allowing our intuitions to come into play a little bit, and just standing, seeing where we feel called, right? And like allowing as much time as we need to have that. Are we called towards the sun, into the light? Are we called away from it? Are we called to the water, or to the top of a hill, the bottom of a hill, deep into the woods, into a cave, out into a field? And so go somewhere that you haven't been before for this one, if you want. You can continue to do the practice with your, you know, your place that you're comfortable in, that sit spot. But this one is, the idea is to kind of just see what the journey is about, the journey that we're all taking. Sort of the metaphor for that too, you know. And just noticing whatever we notice, wherever we're called. Seeing if that means anything for you. and stopping, listening to the land as we move. If there's specific calling, specific feelings that we're having in a certain place, just allowing some space to feel that and know it a little bit better. You can stop and touch things that attract you or that you feel the need to come closer to have more of a relationship with in that moment. But basically what we're doing is just moving through the land in this way that is a story for us at this time. And as we take these steps, these mindful steps with, less impact, like what is it in each step, in each moment that we bring into this world? And how does it feel under our feet? And how does it feel to be coming through this place that is not your habitat, right? It's other animals and other plants and trees and whatever. It's their habitat. So how does it feel to walk through someone else's habitat? And how can we adapt? How do we adapt to all these other habitats in the world? Whether it's like in an office or wherever it is. But just taking some time to see how it is that we relate in these natural spaces, and see if we can change that at all, and just be a little bit more quiet, a little more mindful in our approach into those places. And also, then just thinking about how the earth is us too, right? I'm saying it's not our habitat because we don't live in this specific spot in the woods, but it is essentially everything around us is, within us, the things that we feel called to, right? They're parts of our nature that we need to look at more. Do I have a pattern of hiding, right? Do I feel called to go into these hidden places in the woods? Do I feel drawn to be out in the middle of a field where everything can see me and where the sun is bright? Or is that just something that I also just want more in my life? Like, okay, I'm in the shadows enough. Like, do I need to go out and get a little bit of light once in a while? Yeah, so it's nothing too complicated. We're just slowing down our walk, noticing everything that we can in that walk. And you can come to a place eventually where you can sit and stay still, but the emphasis here is finding that place, and finding that place within us that is calling us there. Yeah, and so I'll do that, and we all can do that, and I will share more about it, share more about my experience. Yeah, so I think that's it to share for now. I'm just thinking about, your journey through life, how you approach things, and where specifically you're being called in the land for healing. But when you go to and then wherever you arrive and you feel that that's a time for you to sit and receive whatever it is that you need, this can be a new sit spot for you. So yeah, at least take, 20 minutes still in the place where you find to sit. It's like a new sit spot, but the idea is more about like how are you going to get there, and even how you get there is what is leading you there. There's something that's calling you there in spirit, and the animals and the plants and the history of that land, maybe calling you to a specific place to share with you and to give and receive healing. Alright, so enjoy your time, and yeah, I'll get another video out.